Hey everyone, this is Charlie. I came up with an update to my game, and actually, it didn't seem like if you read my blog, I posted on there the other day that I'm torn because I don't feel like I ever really do much. But then I realized actually what I did do, and it's actually a lot. Like not a lot compared to other games, but like compared to what I thought I did. Um, my last video, I had my game and it had the three buttons, and there was the bullets going up, and then there was the plane going back and forth with the tiling background. And I completely up. And the reason why I say that is because this one, if I open it up, is completely the opposite. I actually rewrote the whole thing because when I got rid of everything in the other game, and I made it so it could go as fast as it possibly could under the best environment um, situations. The max frame rate was 120, and considering how all I have is a menu screen, that was really slow, and I couldn't figure out why. So I decided instead of just going through and looking through all of my really bad bugs and everything, trying to figure out what I should fix and what I shouldn't and wait until later, I decided to just rewrite the whole thing because it'd be easier, and I was able to actually write better functions for it and be a little bit more organized. So when I did that, I came up with this, and the background looks really funny, and so does the player, but I made the player in like 5 seconds just so I could have a sprite that I could actually draw on there. But there's a tank, and there's a tree, and there's a sun, there's clouds, and my little nephew, he's like 5 or 6, he helped me draw this, so I put it in as the background. So he put some of his artistic talent into this and drew some of it. Um, the frame rate's going a little crazy. I don't really know why, but I have the buttons like I did before. I have them set up so they're a lot faster than what they were before, because before they sucked. And now they go really fast, and drawing is a little bit faster, I think. And I click play, nothing really happens because I haven't really set up any um, like game environment things. Then I press E, and it changes my situation to debug, and then I can suddenly draw things, and this is a lot different than what I had before, because before I just had a like squares, and if you're paying attention to my video at all, you can see that I'm actually changing the red value of it right now. And when I press 1, I can add some more green, and when I press 3, no, not 3, 2, sorry, then I can add on some blue. And then I'm going to press 1, and then remove all of the green, and then press 0, and remove all of the red. So now it's just blue, and then I can click on it and let go, and now all of a sudden I have something, and then I can draw on another one, and then I can press 1, and let's say I want this one to be more green than the last one, so I can just add on some green that looks kind of like the background a little bit, but that's a little bit more green, and I can let go, and so everything has its own little color value, and then it has its own positions. And I originally just wanted to make it because it looked cool, being able to just draw on shapes and then keep them there. And then I came into the decision that my level editor is actually going to just be shapes like circles and rectangles and triangles that and I'm also going to add a polygon tool, kind of like Happy Wheels. If you've ever seen Happy Wheels, they have um, shapes just like this, and um, that's how they make their level editors. You add shapes and stuff to it, and then they have specific like model pictures that you're able to add in to make it look like beams and stuff like that. Then I might have something like that, but I might also just make it so that you have to draw in all the shapes and stuff, because you can make really good levels with just adding shapes. You just have to put in a lot of detail into it, and it's also ridiculously fast, so I don't even have to worry about like how much you put into the game and how long it is, because the shapes are like drawing in shapes and stuff like that are really fast, when all you have to do is draw in one big color. And I'm going to make up my levels like that, and then basically the only images that are actually going to be drawn are going to be the player images, which are going to be saved in the model files, and then there's going to be animations and stuff that you can put on there. Oh, sorry, I'm cracking my knuckles. I don't know how loud that is. not really much of an update other than that. I didn't even add in physics yet, but I'm planning on doing that very shortly. It's not going to be that hard. I'm going to have to write in a pretty, well, a new, I can't think of the word. Collision detection system. Sorry, I knew it started with a C, so I was like, nope, couldn't find it. But collision detection. I'm gonna have to add in a new one of those systems, and because when you have triangles, it's not quite the same as doing collision detection for rectangles. Because for rectangles, all you have to do is find every single vertice, and then check to see if your bottom is lower than that when it shouldn't be, or if your top is higher than the bottom part and it shouldn't be. Or like this, but with triangles, it's going to be, I can't draw a triangle with rectangles. Just draw a whole bunch of little tiny ones and see how that works. Let's pretend like this is actually a triangle. No, it doesn't even look like one. Nope. But collision detection, because for rectangles I'd go like this, and then it would try to find the vertex over here, and it'd be like, oh, so he's intersected even though I'm not, and I'm just standing on top. And there's a couple problems like that that I'd run into, and then the same thing for down here. There'd be a problem. So I have to write a special one where I can find all the vertices, and I'm actually going to have to do 2 collision detections for a rectangle, because let's say there's a triangle right here instead of this rectangle, and it goes from this position to the middle of this to the bottom of this position. I have to do collision detection if I ever go inside of this box. So I have to find the collision detection for like a rectangle. Like pretend like there's a rectangle on the inside that's like this big, and there's a point right here, and a point right here. What I have to do is I have to actually do collision detection for this whole rectangle to see if I'm within it, and then this would say, hey, I am inside of it, and then I have to find the actual like line right here with trigonometry and figure out where my foot actually has to land depending on where my y or where my x and y position are. Then I have to find out if I'm actually colliding with that rectangle, because there's no specific point on there saying, hey, you can't pass this point. So I'm not looking forward to that, but I'm gonna have to write it, and it's probably, I don't think it's gonna be that hard, but I tested out of geometry, so I actually never really learned cosine and sine and tangent as well as a few of my classmates probably did. So I'm gonna have to ask some of them for help. And then for circles, I'm gonna have to do collision detection for circles just like that, but I'm gonna have to do another weird formula for it. That's pretty much it for this, but I have planned out a lot of things. And I'm looking at my whiteboard right now, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 things that I plan on getting done. Well, some of them not very soon, and some of them soon. I have them all color-coded on what the priority limits are, and I only have one more red urgent thing that I need to get done, and that's just add physics, and then it goes to the blue, which is rotated shapes and collision and other shapes like not rectangles, like circles and terrain. I don't know why I have that on there, because that's kind of what the shapes are, and collision, so I'm going to probably erase that. So I have 17 things on there that I need to get done. I'm going to start working on those slowly, just going through and adding stuff and maybe adding more to the list as it goes on, because I'm trying to plan on more things that I need to get done in order, so I actually know what I need to work on instead of just saying, hey, I'm going to program today, and then just have to think of what I want to add, because that could end badly if I add things in the wrong order. And then another thing that I'm working on that I'm sure some of you have already noticed is I have some Minecraft stuff with my friends. My friends and I decided that it would be fun to do some Minecraft videos. There's a lot of them online. Some of them I watch. There's certain people that I like watching that are really funny. And my friends were like, hey, we should do some Minecraft stuff. And I'm like, all right. And then they asked me if I could record, so I'm like, sure. And then I started recording. And then if you pay attention on my video, I'm in a Skype call, and it sounds like I'm just talking to myself. But in my recording software, one of the things that I can record from is speakers. And I'm like, what? Why would I record from speakers? That's an output device, not an input device like my microphone. So my recording stopped. But anyways, so I unchecked the box because I'm like, that's an output, not an input. And then I did all my videos. And then I realized after I watched them, I'm like, wait a second, I should have kept that checked, because then it gets everything from my Windows environment and saves it into the video with it. So it actually makes sense when I'm talking to my friends on Skype. So I actually had 2 other videos that I was going to upload, but I never got around to doing it because I never got around to doing it. Because the sound, like 90% of the time I was on a Skype call, and I didn't want you guys to just be sitting there listening to me on a one-way conversation. I figured that'd be really boring, so I just uploaded the one where we were all doing a free-for-all, and I was playing by myself, and I was talking through most of the stuff. That's pretty much it. We plan on doing some more stuff. We have plans for actually getting like a Let's Play server type thing up, where we're going to have like 16 people on, and we're all going to be doing stuff, possibly like the more free-for-all stuff in teams, because that'd be cool. And since I'm a programmer, I might actually write my own mods for servers and make my own like capture the flag mod or something, and do some cool stuff with that. And then we can do cool stuff that other people actually aren't able to do on YouTube, so you guys actually get original content instead of redone content. So I'm just going to keep uploading videos, try to make it a little entertaining for you guys as I'm working on my game, so you don't have to just wait every other week for me to upload a video on my game and how far it's done, because I'm definitely being very slow about it. I don't really know why. Guess I'm going to end the video now because I don't know what else to say. I wanted to talk about the Minecraft stuff, and then I wanted to talk about my game. So, thanks for watching. Subscribe. Thank you.